Hey, you are now tuned in to the News You Can Use podcast with your host, Big Surfgod. Today we got a special guest, my boy Dave, manager of GoGetta Records. He managed an artist, Majae, who's going real viral and popular right now. He's managed artists in the past before. Um, Give a shout out to Dave. Introduce yourself to the people.
Yeah, it's your boy Dave Will. Go Get Entertainment, LLC. And we right here on the podcast with my boy Big Surf. We finna do it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. How you feeling today?
I'm good, man. It's Christmas. I can't complain.
Yes, sir. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.
Yeah, same to you, brother.
Yes, sir. So let's get right into it, Dave. Let tell the people something about yourself, about your upbringing. Where you come from.
Look, was born and raised Compton, California. Born at the Martin Luther King Hospital. Um, had a bit of a rough upbringing, but it molded me to who I am today. And here we are. I'm here. A lot of people ain't make it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And speaking on that, a lot of people not making it. We know each other personally, but that happening in our community and us being, smart. Not the average kids. We were driving cars and having money at a young age. What do you think made us not say, man, let's all stick together and start a little clique and, like Pusher's Inc. or something like that and just be different? What do you think drives that force in young people today?
What drives it in them, or what makes them not want to do it?
Not want to do it,
Repeat the question to me again.
what makes young people like us who have the opportunity to say, hey, we're going to start a movement and do something positive and try to push our culture forward versus us using those talents and that smart to do something that's not pushing the culture forward. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay. Well, I think it's just wanting to survive and wanting more for yourself. Tired of losing, tired of going to jail, tired of having to start over again. So you got to figure it out. You get out here, you figure it out, find you something to do, stick to it, and grow your business and or whatever it is you're doing. But that's really what it is. It's just drive. When you get tired, you're gonna do something about it.
Yes, sir. When you get tired, you're going to do something about it. So, where we come from, get money, when we look at it, we didn't have no examples of positive role models of people who did it the right way. And now that we're doing it the right way and we're setting examples, I think it should be a brighter future for the younger generation to be able to say, hey, I don't gotta go kick no doors. I could go actually be like, Dave, be a manager, or Surf God and be a rapper. Do you think that now that we have that kind of influence that it should be a brighter future for the young people?
Oh, for sure, most definitely. It's multiple people out here to inspire them. I think they take a little bit from all of us, as we did when we was coming up, because they looking at like, damn, how do he be gone so long and then he get out and he make it look so easy? I never said it was easy. It's not easy, but when you determine, you just gotta. When you have to make it happen, you don't have no choice. It kind of force you into getting yourself together.
Yes, sir. So what are some of the things that forced you to get yourself together and be the man that you are today?
My wife, my kids, my parents, they getting older, and I just got a bigger responsibility than the average person my age. Even when I was a little younger, I always had like a bigger responsibility on me, so I had to do things a little bit different, whether it was negative or positive. I had to make sure the rent was paid.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, how did you get into music, or how did you get into management? Because most people, when they get into music, they don't want to be Birdman. They don't want to be QCP. They want to be the rapper. They want to be in front of the camera. They want to, they want the girls in the jury. And what made you say I'm gonna be a businessman?
Excuse me.
Yeah, take your time. Take your time. I see you got that Zolid over there. I'm finna roll me one right now.
Basically, bro, the business side, through doing research, being locked up and just researching stuff, reading, asking questions, talking to those that are in already. Rappers didn't really make no money to me. You get what I'm saying? So it wasn't like I had a niche and like, let me try to be a rapper. Yeah, they get these big advances, but most of them be kind of just making it because they got to uphold the lifestyle. So I'm like, if I go behind the scenes, I got gift of gab. I know how to talk to people. I can make more money doing that, and I can get off parole,
Yes, sir.
and I can build me something to leave my kids. So I was always on that type of tip. Like, I got kids now, I got to do something, and that's what I came up with. I ain't never managed before in my life, but it couldn't be so hard. I'm studying. I'm looking at this shit on YouTube 2, 3, 4 in the morning when I'm in prison because I had a cell phone.
Yeah.
I'm just studying. How do this shit go? And I'm like, the shit don't look that hard. And I don't know everything, but I know a little bit about a lot of shit.
Right.
So I went with my move, and then it's coming along cool. We not where we want to be, but we still working.
So, what is it like working with these artists, man? I know you done had a couple. I seen you with a lot of different artists before you got to where you are now with somebody that looks like y'all have a good working relationship. What is it like working with artists, man?
Well, you're gonna have your ups and downs because a lot of people you see more in them than they see it in themselves at the time. So what usually happens, and what happened to me was I had some talented artists that I was dealing with, but I wanted it more than they did at the time. So what'll happen in a business relationship like that is it'll grow apart because I'm working harder than you, and I feel like I'm giving more and you giving less. And then you try that with a few artists until you come up with one that y'all on the same page, which I have now.
Yes.
And it's cool. He's receptive. He don't feel like he know everything, and he's a people person. Everybody love him. So that's like a better situation, you know.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, for a manager that's coming up in the game, maybe a 16, 17-year old who got some friends that's rapping, what would you tell them to do to be able to be a great manager and be able to, coexist with the artist?
Don't be scared to communicate. Don't be scared to network. If you serious about it, do it.
Yes, sir.
Do it. Don't nothing be the failure but a try. And once you figure out, okay, this ain't that like I thought it was gonna be, you just gonna progress at your own speed. But I would say go for it. If you got an idea and you feel like you want to do it, go for it. Cause it got me off parole. You know, it ain't for everybody, but for those that it is for, it's an excellent job to have. You networking, you meeting different people, you building these different relationships with engineers, producers, owners of studios, and you building your networking list up. I love it. I move at my own pace. I work for myself, and I got some cool cats I work with.
So, on our side of town, I don't remember a whole lot of people doing what we do. I can name a few that I remember. It would be like Coolio, and he had a couple little groups that were rapping, but that was when we were very young. Then I remember like Term doing it, and then from that point on, nobody was doing music. Who was some of the influences after that? Once I started doing it, that was like, oh man, the Brody Browns. Let the people know, about the new
Yeah.
wave.
Well, my boy Brody had really got serious into it probably about '08, maybe I want to say, when I first heard about it. '08, '09, maybe, when it was brought to my attention. And I wasn't able to speak to him because what my folks was doing when he would ask about me, They're telling him like, yeah, I'm straight. Instead of saying, hey, he got a number, here's his line, blase, blase. So I ain't tripping. Fast forward, I talked to him and he let me know that. And we just been talking after that. But to see what bro accomplished, it just put like a battery in my back. I couldn't believe it, bro. I'm gonna keep it real with you. I couldn't believe it. And we having 2 3 hour conversations about business. I'm picking his brain. He asking me questions. And I'm excited about the shit. Like, damn, I can't wait to get there. It's big things gonna happen. This is my mind. So I'm like, I gotta come correct. I gotta make myself an asset, not a liability. So how can I make myself an asset? I can either start my own and start from the ground up. I can manage, get some knowledge, get some on the jobs training, get some actual, you know what I mean? Being there, mingling with people, I needed that. So I went that route first. I managed about a year of that. When I realized I can do this shit, I just did it. I just started me an LLC, as you seen, and I went with my move and I wasn't scared to fail. That's the only thing. That's the only difference with me. I didn't do nothing different. I just wasn't scared to stop. I mean, I just wasn't scared to keep going. Excuse me.
Yes, sir. That was my influence when I started. I had started maybe around the same time as Brody, but we weren't really too familiar with each other. But I think after I put out that first tape and I gained a little notoriety around the area I was in, his father came and sent them and put us together. And that's how we came up with the A Block Hootie Who song. And I think after that song, it really inspired everybody. I mean, after that, everybody was rapping. You know what I'm saying? It was a wave around that area. After that happened, it just opened the floodgates. People felt like, I could do this. You know what I'm saying? I'm watching him do it. I'm watching him
For
do
sure.
shows. I'm watching him blow up. I know I could do this. You know what I'm saying? And
For sure.
yes, sir. Speak on that. Elaborate on that. From your standpoint of you being in prison and hearing
It
about.
was it was I used to talk to the fellas, but it was like utterly shocking when I found out certain people was rapping that I've never heard spit 2 bars
Right.
ever. So I'm like, damn, okay, that's what they own. So now I'm brainstorming. How can I add to the situation? Boom. I'm gonna start me a label. I'm gonna start signing motherfuckers, my folks, and put some chip behind them, and we gonna see where it go. I don't know where it's gonna go, bro. I ain't never managed before. But if I see something in you and I believe in you and I put my chip behind you, that should tell you something. Multiple people I put the chip behind. I mean, I was managing for Brody and his artists, but after that, it was kind of all on me. After that situation got put to a halt temporarily, it was all on me with different artists I was working with. I got to go gather up the money, come with the idea, come with the solution, make the videos happen, contact the engineers, the producers, buy beats, set up publishing, et cetera, et cetera. You know what's going on.
Yes, sir.
I
Yes,
had to
sir.
do all of that by myself. So I kind of like self-taught myself through just going to do it and not being afraid to ask questions. Hey, I got an LLC. I'm doing this, doing that. I'm trying to figure out how to properly set up my publishing. I'm trying to figure out how to properly set up this BMI, properly set up the distro kid, et cetera, et cetera. So once I seen all of that, I just applied the knowledge, bro. I asked for the knowledge. I got it. I applied it. That's it.
And how susceptible were people to you in the industry outside of your neighborhood that you knew through your friends, like the other big managers in the city, and the games, the this, the that. It's a lot of people. The Roddy Riches, the One Take J's. How many of those people were you able to connect with and get love from in this industry? Is it love or is it politics?
Uh, I would say a few of them I've been able to communicate with most of them, but as far as getting something going, and I'm gonna be honest with you, if I may, the only person that really gave me any type of love as far as really trying to put me in position or fucking with me on some first of all, it was Brody. He was the first one. Gave me an opportunity fresh out of prison, managed some artists for him. um we were able to, go a few places, meet a few people, and then you had One Take Jay. He did some player shit. He fucked with me. I paid for a feature, but he did a little bit extra that he didn't have to do. So I appreciate you. Shout out One Take for looking out for us like that.
Yes, sir. Shout out One Take.
And for the most part, really nobody else. They talk the talk, a lot of hurry up and waits, and a lot of broken promises. But you know me, I come from the soil, so it's only so much you can tell me. If I see that you pump faking a little bit more than you should, yeah, I just know to get out your way, and it ain't no love lost. It's cool.
How,
I'm fine taking the stairs. That's cool. I'm okay with that.
but how does that make you feel when you thinking, man, this person is real, that person is real? I used to listen to your music. I used to be a fan of you, and then you meet them in person, and they not who they say they are, or who you thought they were.
Immediate disappointment.
Man,
But I'm a chameleon. So even if I'm disappointed in you, I'm gonna have it here. I ain't gonna kill the opportunity and shake the moment up. I'm gonna just have it right here. Like, okay, that's who bro is. All right, bet. So now I know how to deal with you. Because a lot of people, you will scare them off with the aggression. So you can't take that approach. You got to always remain business minded and take a business approach, but still keep your morals intact.
right.
You feel me? So I was able to do that. I was able to do that, and a few lost opportunities, but that's just how I go, bro. That's how life go.
So over the years, I've seen you work with some talented artists that I was like, man, that's gonna work. Man, that's gonna work. Man, that's gonna work. And what I realized, it's not about talent. It's actually a popularity contest in this game. Do you feel the same way I do?
Now I got different opinions on it, but I respect yours.
So what do you think it take to break an artist nowadays? Do you think you got to have a whole lot of capital to fake it till you make it,
No,
or
no, you got.
can you organically grow something like a La Russell, who's doing shows in his backyard, who's not wearing a big chain, got Crocs on, one day he got a haircut, one day he don't, because people bought into him, not the persona that people fake with.
Well, for one, yes, you can, but you have to really be extremely dedicated to what you're doing, and you have to have a team of people that's on the same type of time that you are on, right? If not, it won't work. And secondly, the second question, ask me the second question again because the
So
first
so
one
I,
was
I
longer.
broke it down to two questions. Basically, I was saying like I see a lot of artists take money and fake a persona and be able to blow up, but it take
Oh,
200,000 to blow them up, or 50,000. Then I
no,
see people like a La Russell who build a
no,
ground soil.
no, I got that part. Let me answer it so I don't forget.
Okay.
You don't need. Yes, you need capital, but if you are talented and you outwork, you can get through like that. But no doubt about it, make no mistake, you need capital, and you need to put the capital in the right places. So if you starting and then you got some capital, but you have an artist that's kind of not as consistent as you were wanting to be, that's not going to work. You got to have an artist that's really kind of bugging you. Hey, I'm trying to get in the studio. Hey, if they not on you like that and really every day trying to do something, you gonna know the difference, bro. You get what I'm saying? You can't want to be something, but you don't want to work at it every day. So I pay attention to that. So I went through trial and error with that, but it just taught me how to approach different artists. And then my people skills come into play because I'm a good judge of character. I can be around you for a day and I can pretty much know, not even a day. I'm saying just watching your movements, watching what you're doing. You saying you're an artist. In my mind, you should be doing artist things. If you're not doing those things, then I know this is not just because I'm here. This is you. This is what you do when I'm not here. When I'm here, I'm going to know when you're serious, to make a long story short.
Yes, sir. So you got a lot of artists nowadays that want to be 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Do you think that works?
No,
And you got to be full. Either you in it or you not. Is that how it go?
that's pretty much it. Really ain't no gray area because the gray area is you rapping for 6 months, you stopping for 5 months, you promoting for 1 month. Like that's the inconsistency of it because you putting time into something else. You trying to split your time with your career. You can't. You got to go all the way in or all the way out. You can't have it like this. I'm gonna do this on the weekend. I'm only rap on Friday and Saturday, but the rest I'm gonna just be in the set. That ain't gonna work, bro. You gonna crash
Right,
yourself because you're making yourself accessible while trying to climb up. So
right,
you're around some niggas that don't want nothing about what you talking about. They don't see your future. They just see what they're around. That's what they used to. They're accustomed to the habitat. You
right.
see bigger for yourself, but you hanging with the people that don't see nothing for themselves. You got to get away from them people and go do what you need to do.
And that's some news y'all can use right there, Dave. You said it best right there, man. So, for someone who's watching this from prison, who's just done a lot of time, what would you tell that person?
A person that's in prison doing a lot of time.
What words
Okay,
would you have for them to be able to get their mind right so when they get out they be focused like you and not return, not you know, I see a lot of people, some people go this way, some people go that way. What motivated you to go the right way?
I wasn't gonna get them folks no more time, so I had to go do something that don't require me doing something else to survive. And my advice to my peoples that's behind that wall: only the strong survive. Hold your head. Start you something that's gonna bring you some residual income so you can stay out the way, bro. And that's how you gonna survive. That's how you gonna beat parole when they let you out. If you got parole, that's how you gonna beat probation. Whatever you got, you're gonna beat them. You start your LLC and you gotta work on your shit and do something every day to advance your LLC. You don't got time to hang out. You don't got time to be in the streets fucking off. You gotta handle your shit or go back to jail. It's like it ain't no gray area. I could do what y'all doing, but you niggas ain't on parole. You feel me? So I got more to lose, and I'm trying to get something off the ground that can really be something if God willing. And then I got niggas in my ear want to hang out and do all the bunk shit with the street shit, and a nigga fresh out of jail. Nah, man, that ain't the move. I wasn't in a rush to hang with 1,000 niggas. If I went to hang with a few of our folks, it was business. We was going to studio. We was going to do something. I had to stay busy, bro. So that's how I survive. That's like advice I would give somebody. Just find you something to do and stick to it. You're gonna beat papers. A job ain't for everybody. I'm preaching entrepreneurship because I don't want to work for nobody, but a job, ain't nothing wrong with a job, but it's just not for everybody.
I believe that. I believe that. So, you get out of jail, um, you want to start managing. Brody give you the opportunity. Let's start from there. Tell me some of the first things that you were able to do, people you were able to meet from that point on.
As soon as I got brought on to manage, a group called the Goodfellas that signed to 80s Babies Entertainment, and the CEO, which is Brody Brown. First thing we did is I booked studio session. Um, we booked studio session. I was able to book us a few shows. We got with Empire Radio. I got the music played live on air. I got us live interview. I was just working, man, just meeting different people, not scared to try an opportunity. And through that opportunity, I met some cool motherfuckers, man. I met some pretty solid folks. Not all of them are around now, but majority of them are, because they just took a liking to how blunt and how honest and real I was, but how much of a businessman I was, how respectful I came. I'm there early. All that, all those qualities that I brought with me got me in a few doors.
Okay, and during that time, like, what do you feel was the pitfalls on your behalf of not being able to take that opportunity to the next level?
Um, Things happen when you are employed by someone else. You have no control over what goes on with the business. You just know that you was brought on to work, and you get paid for doing a job, the job that you do.
Right.
So when that stopped, that was kind of above my head. You know what I mean? It was something to do with the label. You know, they had to work out some kinks. So I let them do so, and I let them know I'm still available. And I was brought back on a time or two, but like I said, it's a few label kinks that'll be worked out shortly, from what I'm hearing.
Yes, sir, man. Shout out to three in them, man. Uh, so after that, you move to another artist. You want to shout the artist out?
Hitter Ocho.
Yes, sir. Hit Ocho. Shout out Hitter.
Yeah, my young Hitter Ocho, man. Yeah,
Uh, yeah.
we dropped a few singles and a mixtape called Welcome to Willow Crook. Shot a few videos. That was an interesting time. But shout out to all the artists that I have worked with. It's all love. I wish it would have worked because dude is really, really talented. It was just he had, you know, certain situations going on at the time where he wasn't fully focused. But hey, it's never over because those people, he young still, so you come home and get your head right and really lock in, and he can be dangerous if he get real serious and really just rap and focus on that. He can make some noise.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So let's get to right now, man, because I think that was all the artists you had did up until the one you got now, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, with Majae, man, let us know the difference because y'all dynamic, man. All I seen is growth. I haven't seen, I haven't seen y'all stay stagnant. Just when just when it look like it's not moving, you do something else, and let me know about that. There we go.
Uh, with Majae, sorry about that. Somebody called me.
Yes, sir.
Majae is easy to work with because Maj is like a free spirit. Like Maj, Maj is very receptive, and then he has full creative control, right?
Yes, sir.
Meaning, whatever he comes up with, I just help him advance that idea. You know what I mean? So he's just easy to work with because he knows how. He's not a one trick pony. He know how to do all types of shit, and then he funny, just naturally funny. Um, the music is good, effortless when he does it. Just trying to get him to really lock in, and let's put the right features together, get you with the right people, so we can maximize everything that we putting out. Try to put out the best quality on a high level. So that's where we at now. But just The back and forth mental sparring about ideas, coming up with shit, sharing ideas, all that's great. I love all that. I love all that. And I get that from him. And that helps the situation versus having the load on your shoulder when you got somebody that can kind of hold it down until you get everything situated and then y'all jump right back on track and you know what I mean? So that's cool. That's cool. I'm glad. But he had some we got some unreleased stuff. We got some stuff that's getting ready to come. He been working. He been sending me music with different little artists he been working with and stuff. Then Mustard reached out to him. Shout out Mustard.
Okay,
Um,
so when I first seen you with Maj, was he with a group or was he just a solo artist and he was just had other were those features
uh,
or were they a group?
no, they wasn't a group. Majae was always a solo artist, but those was his boys.
Okay,
So they would just got on a song. They did a song in the studio, and all of them had a verse. So I shot the video. I got the video shot, and we did it. We shot it on Rodeo and the Jury Store and a few other locations, and it came out good. But the thing with that is, like I said, you got five, 4 or 5 young artists at one time. I'm not their manager, but when y'all come into work with Maje, I'm kind of the expertise around the okay, y'all want to do what? Okay, no, let's go to this studio. That's better. This will sound better. I'm kind of orchestrating which I want to do, but I kind of wish that would have worked as well. But egos play a part really when you really don't understand what an ego is, but you got one.
yeah,
You got to be receptive to listening, bro. And if we in a space, business space, be receptive, bro. I'm not big me, little you and you. I'm just
right.
saying I have a perception of how this shit supposed to go from being around Brody in the studio and watching and paying attention, playing sponge. So I'm just trying to sprinkle this on them, like, look, we should do this like that. They just had different ideas. Like at first they didn't care about getting the music mixed and mastered, which that's important, right? So I kind of introduced that and kind of pushed that. No, let's get it mixed and mastered. They like recording younger people, not saying them specifically, younger people just record some shit and just drop it. Don't care about it sound high, is it recorded low? You gotta care about
Yeah,
that if you
I've
trying
done
to.
that. I made that mistake plenty of times, man.
And
It makes so
I
much of
remember
a
getting
difference.
it. I remember spanking your ear like, man, you gotta stop doing that. Get it
Hey
mixed and
guys,
mastered.
hey Dave managed me for a little while, but we didn't even get a chance to get the ball rolling. But I'm gonna say one thing though, if me and Dave would have been able to get that shit and formulate something,
You was always too
we'd
far.
be on a whole nother level right now. You know what I'm saying? Cause
You was in Sacramento, bro. It was kind of difficult at the time.
yeah, we wasn't. We always was in different places. We older, we got families, and like he said, I wasn't willing to make that sacrifice to say, hey, I'm a go broke. We got to do what we got to do. I'm gonna focus on this, and we're gonna run with it. And that's really what it take. And I think we had a little momentum, and we could have took it to the next level. We'd have shot a video or two. That was gonna tell the truth right there. But we
Yeah, but
right here still, Dave. Don't worry
I
about
would
it.
have
We're gonna
rather
get it
us
cracking.
had a consistent 6 month run of just really setting up, really putting the right moves in place for you, that structure for you. Other people try to project what worked for them onto other people, but sometimes it don't always go like that.
No.
That marketing rollout might have worked for him, but then you turn around, get the same money up and do it, and then the numbers don't look the same. So I learned all of that through trial and tribulation of just going through the motions with different artists. So I'm kind of like self-taught with that shit though, to be honest.
You know what happens though, Dave, with artists I see like me that's really influential is that people will take bits and pieces of your sauce even your music. You know, I've heard my lyrics by big artists like, man, I knew you niggas would be, you know, I know you've been stealing my sauce. I know you've been riding my wave. You know, we made that Mackin' and Stacking. I've heard versions of that. We made Back on My Bullshit. I heard SZA go redo the whole shit, say exactly what I said. I seen La Russell come out with 10s, 20s, 50s, 100s, and I had blue strips, but it was nothing I could do about it because I never gave nobody the opportunity like you to make sure the copyright was right, to make sure it is. So when they did, we could have been cashing in a couple million right now. But that was my mistakes by jumping the gun, dropping music, and just putting it out there. What do you think? You know, how do you
No, I
deal with
know,
an artist like
I
that,
know
man?
how it can work, bro. I know how it can work. First of all, the communication can't be broken.
Yes,
Meaning, if you come to me with an idea, if I don't think that that idea is your best option, I'm gonna come with a counter idea, right? But you
yes,
have to be receptive enough to hear me out. Let's go over why I think it'll work step by step. And then when we get to the end, if you still feel like it don't work, we scrap both of them. We come up with more ideas. The number one problem with young artists, bro, you can't talk to them. They're not receptive at the times they need to be. I'm not talking about if we going out to eat and I tell you, hey, it's a dog around that corner. Don't walk right there and you listen to me. No, nigga, I'm talking about some real career shit. Like I'm
right.
listening to how these niggas talking, what they want out of artists, and I'm just soaking up game. So I'm springing. Hey, listen, let's do this, let's do that. What you think about this? You ever tried this? I'm bringing it to them. A lot of the stuff not receptive to. You know what I mean? So
That's
that's the.
right.
I really don't have no regrets because that was part of my teaching, right?
Yep.
But that's the number one thing. If an artist will hear your plan out, because you for his best interest, we supposed to be working together. I'm working for you, but I'm working with you. And outside looking in, I'm saying, listen, I think you should do this, do that. It'll be a bigger. And you like, nah, I want to do this. And I know that we're gonna have a smaller turnout with your idea, but sometimes I have to take the bullet because I don't want the back and forth exchange, and then the energy changes. Now you sneak mad at me thinking I'm trying to run your life, and I'm like, no, bro, I'm trying to show you how we can keep getting the chip. So once we fuck that off, now you'll have them come back saying, hey, you was right about this, this, that, and the third. We should have did this. Damn, you know, because opportunity didn't pass. I told him the opportunity don't wait for nobody, bro. If
Yes,
we
sir.
not ready, it's another manager artist that is, bro. They gonna get the chip
Yes, sir.
because they own it.
So I don't want to go too far off. So when he was doing his thing with his boys, and then he start just doing his own thing, did you see his career progression more? Can you speak on that part of the game?
And you talking about Brody, right?
Majae.
Oh, Maj. Well, no, they only was on a few songs. He was always doing his own thing, but Majae was always like the star, bro.
Right.
Like he was always the star. Um, as far as popularity goes, from high school and just coming up, always funny, always charismatic. Like you can see it as he was getting older, and then he just got comfortable with it. That's a comfortable space for Majae. What you see him doing?
Yes.
You know, he gets hundreds of thousands of views on his content. This ain't even the music. So when I pairing with the right artist on top of the people that he's already paired with, it's gonna be a problem because the boy got stage presence. He a people person. They love him everywhere we go. They fall in love with him. So we looking for distribution and marketing. That's all we looking for. But we ain't in a rush. It's gonna come at the right time. I
So
learned that too. You gotta
have you
slow down.
have you have you studied the La Russells where they're using things like even.com and selling their music directly to their fans for whatever price the fans want to pay for it,
Yeah, I
even if
did
it's
see that. I did see that, and I have to look more into that because he was on to something, bro. That's like a secret code that he cracked, and I applaud him. Shout out to Russell.
shout out
The
to
boy,
Russell
the
and
boy out there
shout
in the
out
Bay
Even
doing his
Biz.
thing, man.
So I contacted Even Biz immediately because me and LaRussell we text back and forth every now and then, and he give me little jewels, and look forward to me working with LaRussell in the future, y'all. But he told me, just watch what I'm doing and just follow my moves, man. And since then I've been doing it, so
Definitely a smart brother.
yes, sir. And that's why I'm building my platform. He told me, don't go to these other platforms. Build your own. Build a home where people feel comfortable and they'll come to, and y'all can eat food and y'all can talk about ideas and y'all can cook together like me and you doing
Definitely.
right now.
No, boy got a cold. He got a cold marketing scheme, bro. I love it. I watch him. I get inspired every time because him being so young and had that mindset to put that team together like that. Moms, pops, everybody doing something, bro. I love it. He doing his shit.
So what it is maybe you only got 100 um, fans. Maybe you only got 20 fans. But if you could put together something quality that those fans will buy, you can sell it directly to them. You don't got to go to the outside source anymore. Like out of the trunk. Is the mind state is out of the trunk. And he told me, I know you from being like a hustler type, in the streets. Why don't you take that aspect and bag it up and sell it to the world? And I said, man, that's real. He said, take every aspect of you. He said, even use yourself. When you don't got music to sell, merch to sell, you got to sell you to the people. And I'm like, wow. It was so powerful that from that day on, which is a month ago, I started this YouTube channel. Now, I didn't know where this was going to go. I was just posting little 15-second videos about whatever I could just post about, drama, just anything, right? And I look up and I got like 20,000 views on one of my videos. And I'm like, wow, I ain't never
Crazy.
got 20,000 views. You know what I'm saying?
Crazy.
And the bug bit me. So I kept posting, I kept posting, I kept posting. And I get to 60,000 views, and my sister comes out here to visit for her birthday. And I'm just fucking around with her while she loaded, just, acting like I'm interviewing her. I'm playing like I'm interviewing her. And I wake up the next morning and she got like 80,000 views, 100 subscribers. And I'm like, damn, this shit, yeah, we own to something. And from that day on, I've been doing it ever since. So I gained a fan base and, 1,000 subscribers in like a couple weeks. And I started this podcast 2 weeks ago and I'm on episode 24 and I got interviews and I got these people. And I'm like, everything he told me was real.
You went with your move. That's what you were supposed to do. You did good.
So shout out to LaRussell. You know what I'm saying?
For
So
sure.
we never thought about saying, hey, instead of going to a venue, we just gonna throw shows at the park every day. And we're gonna make it comfortable for people to come around here. We're gonna make it comfortable for people to be able to come to this park and see a show for free and they can buy a t-shirt or we'll just tell them, look, you can pay what you want. Like, that marketing aspect right there, do you think that's needed?
That's possible. That'll be good. That'll be good every now and again for the people.
Right,
That'll be good. But the thing is coming up with the plan and executing it, actually doing it.
right,
The talking part is easy. A lot of people do that. But how
right,
many people actually get up with the intent to execute that plan? That's the thing.
right,
That's the thing, brother love. You gotta execute your plan. You come up with these miraculous ideas. You believe in them. Go with your move.
yes, sir. So, networking in this industry, I be networking with people from different areas, and you know, and it's politics and this and that. And sometimes I'll be like, I don't know what the homies gonna think when I do a song with Crit Mac. or I don't know what they gonna think when I do an interview with Eastside K Boy, or what do you gotta say from that aspect? How do you feel about that?
I feel that you as a man should do whatever you want to do. You a businessman, right? You an
Yes,
entertainer.
sir.
So
Yes,
that
sir.
that come with it. Networking come with that. Anybody that don't want to support your dream or what you trying to do, you gotta just separate yourself, bro, and find people to chill with that do support you. It's as simple as that. It ain't really that deep no more. It's like I fuck with you or I don't. You know what I'm saying? If y'all ain't with that, cool. And sometimes it ain't even no love lost, bro. It's just that y'all over there doing that. I'm into this. But when I see y'all, what's going on? Hey, what's the deal? And then do it moving and say it walking. That's my opinion on it. Cause a lot of people get caught up in that, and then they miss opportunities based on worrying about what the next man gonna think. But the next man ain't helping you pay your bills, feed your baby, help your mama. The next man ain't doing that. When you ain't got no gas money, you can't go get 50 from the next man. So you gotta do what you gotta do. Cause at the end of the day, you responsible for you, right?
Yes, sir. Yes,
So
sir.
you gotta make
And I'm
it happen.
responsible. I feel responsible for hometown too because I represent the hometown. And it's like
Yeah.
I'll be very careful about what I do, how I do it, who I'm interacting out here with this world because sometimes it could come back to your neighborhood when they can't touch you. So I make sure I move correct in these streets so I don't have those type of issues fumble back home. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's good. But you just gotta kinda you gotta weigh up your opportunities, bro. All opportunities, I ain't saying is take every opportunity. But you know which ones is right for you.
Yeah.
You've been around the block. You know you a good judge of character. So if you feel like this is the move I need to go with your move, bro. Trust me. Go with your move because worrying about what the next man think about you, that shit ain't helping you pay your bills, man.
No, man, that ain't never. It ain't never put no money in my pockets,
I
man. And
mean,
that's
you
the
gonna
dudes
think
who can do
it's gonna come to your mind, but you got to dismiss that shit because that's like blocking your thinking. They
it. Right.
holding up space in a nigga mind for free. Think about it and disappear. I'm doing something else. I got something else going on.
Yes, sir.
That's
Yes,
how
sir.
you. That's how you got to kind of carry it, man. That's how I carry it because I got a responsibility to uphold. So I intend to uphold that by any means. But
Hey,
I chose
if you
this
ask
means.
me, we do a great job at moving around in these streets. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, you know you got to. It's how to survive, man. You know that.
Yes, sir. So, what do you think about like these new artists, this new generation of music? Like, who are some of the people you take a liking to that you listen to, and how you feel about it?
The new music is cool. Some of it is but my nephew and my sons they kind of keep me in the loop on next artist that's gonna be hot. Listen to him, Dad. I think he gonna go next, or listen to this. What you think about his flow? They send me different music. I think a lot of it is good. I mess with a lot of it, but I have my chosen few that I really don't care for.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm over here half sick with a cold. I've been doing interview after interview after interview. I ain't stopped though. I can't let it stop me. I ain't got nobody over here. I'm like, man,
Oh,
somebody
good,
bring me some
bro.
tissue. But yeah, I feel like a lot of the music is microwave. I don't feel like they really cooking it right and like taking their time to like make something different. I feel like if Surfgod make a song like Eight Block Hootie Hoo, I'ma make a song like Eight Block Hootie Hoo. Nobody want to jump out the box and do something different. What do you think? Like,
I mean, I think that's a matter of opinion because it, I've heard a few artists that kind of got their own little thing going, which is cool. But you got to think about something. When you inspire somebody now, it's not called copycat. It's called being inspired. They already made it cool to redo a beat that already went platinum. Redo the beat, redo a song. Some people are singing exact lyrics to a song that already did what I was supposed to do previously. So, and they still seeing success from it. So, it's really just people being inspired, and some people so inspired they feel like I don't want to change nothing. I want to sing it like this, or he might want to take this cadence from this person and mix his own style in. I feel like you got to let the youngins just be have full creative control. Let them do them and just support because you never know what's gonna go. You get what I'm saying? You just never know, bro. The stuff that we think not gonna go, gone. The stuff that we be like going in on, promoting, kind of, hovering a little bit, and then going. You know how you had those spikes, you got spikes, and it'll slow up. Then you got another little spike, but you got some that's boom. It's just a matter of like letting the people choose, from my opinion, bro. Because at the end of the day, we not the consumers. Yeah, we critique the music, but at the end of the day, no matter how much I critique it, if you're a consumer, you have to consume the music. You're paying for the music, so you want to pay for what you like. At the
Yes,
end of the
sir.
day, but it's gonna be somebody that likes it, and once you catch that market and grab them, it's over with. And that be the fight for a lot of people trying to grab a market. So you do have some fans, so you can sell directly to. You gotta have somebody to sell to. You get what I'm saying? So a lot of people want to build that fan base organically and then go with their other moves because strategically it just makes sense. You can't roll out everything right now. It ain't ready. You know what I mean? You baking a cake. So when the timing is right, you got your subscribers, you got your fan base. You can drop anything in a pot. They're already waiting. You know
Right.
what I mean?
That's exactly what I'm doing. I'm happy you see that, Dave. But on the news you can use. I don't judge people about how many subscribers or followers they got. I feel like that's what's messing up the game. So I'm not gonna be a gatekeeper, but I am gonna stand guard and make sure nothing bad gets in because I want to promote something good. I want to make sure if I'm talking to an artist that when they leave here, they're gonna promote something good to the world. They're not out here trying to terrorize the block with their music and I'm on demon time because I'm not supporting demon time. I'm on God's time. What do you think? Do these kids even know that it's a spiritual war going on outside?
I doubt it. But
Like,
you got some that are awakened on a spiritual note. You got some that do know, they know a little something. They got some good people in their ear teaching them the right stuff. But at the end of the day, man, it comes down to being receptive. At the end of the day, you have to be receptive to information to apply it. If I can't talk to you and give you some information that'll save your life, how you gonna live?
right?
You got to be willing to listen, and
Yes,
that's the main problem. A lot of people don't want to listen. They feel like you can't tell them nothing, even knowing they talking to a person that didn't been through some stuff. Still here to talk about it. You know what I'm saying? But you got those that do listen. So not even to sound harsh, you got to just help the ones that won't help, and the lost ones. You got to just pray for them and give it to God because you waste the energy. That's like pouring money into this wall.
right.
It ain't going. You know what I mean? You gonna keep going back to square one if you do that. So you got to help those that want the help. Give the knowledge to those that want the knowledge, and they are out here.
Yep.
And you just take them and work with them and mold them and see how they blossom.
When did you notice that that's your calling? Because what you do as a manager, you saving lives too. I don't even know if the artists know, like you keeping them in the studio, certain ones, you know, giving them a little money so he don't got to go hit a lick will probably change his life. Where did you get that spirit from, that heart to say I'ma actually do God's work while I'm trying to get rich at the same time?
Really, I did it because I was a young nigga before, and I know how I would have wanted it if given the opportunity. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, if I'm in opportunity to help, I'm not gonna beat nobody. My business hand gonna stay great. I'ma teach as I learn. And if you with this shit, you got my undivided attention 1,000%. And I'm gonna go to hell and back with you. But I don't want to be sprinting down this road and look back and you jogging. That ain't gonna work.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So when we were growing up, we would see the OG homies having things and doing things, and we were inspired. You know what I'm saying? But I
Right.
don't really remember them saying, "Here go some money, little homie, stay out the street." They told us to go to school, but they just say, "Man, I'm gonna buy you this little $1,500 bucket. You get it painted and get you some rims." Like, do you think that's the reason why young youth society nowadays don't listen to people our age or older because we're not showing by example or reaching down and bringing a little man up?
My take on that, because at the end of the day, nobody owes us nothing, right? But you're right. We didn't have
But
it
we
like that.
supposed to be part of
Some that
something. My thoughts of what we were doing was we together, but from day one, I realized at the park we ain't together because I'm fighting him. I'm fighting him. He talking about me. He don't like me. It wasn't no real togetherness. It would be groups and
every every
separation from the jump.
every neighborhood has that, bro. Like if I was to gauge our upbringing based on a lot of other people upbringing, I would choose mine every time because
I
a
would too.
nigga learned a lot. The basic stuff went down, bro. We just grew up how we were supposed to grow up. That's what God had in the book for us. And we went through it and got through it. That's why we right here talking. So I
Yeah,
don't regret none of it. But I do know that we got solid older homies um that will step in and really, help if it get to a level where it's like, okay, this is serious, this, that, the third. Yeah, I wish we could have had it earlier. Yeah, I wish opportunities would have been available earlier. Niggas probably wouldn't have went to prison. Yeah, but that was all in the book, bro. That was already in the book. That's how it happened.
I'm gonna say it right here on the news. You can use. If they give me the ball, I'm gonna put something in place to change that for the youth because it's not like these just my little homies. These my son's kids. I mean, these is my homies' kids. These they kids now. It's not. These my kids. It's our kids now. So it's like it hit home different. With the Fred situation, it hit home different when you lose your homie's kid. It ain't the homie no more. It's the homie's kid. And when that started happening, I said, "Whoa, we got to stop this. I got to do something. I can't be leading them down the wrong path. I can't be sitting around and showing them all Dante just sitting around doing, you know what I'm saying? I gotta do something or I gotta stay out of the way because if I'm not helping, then I'm in the way. You know what I'm saying? And
No, I agree. I agree. But everybody do things differently, bro. Everybody help in a different way. Everybody contribute in a different way. This just my way. You know what I mean? This just the way I'm more comfortable with contributing. And if you happen to have talent and I take a liking to you, I'm willing to invest some money into helping your career
man,
blossom
and that's
for a
such a
future
blessing,
return.
man.
And that's just the way business go, bro. You know what I mean? But like I said, you have to help those that want the help though. A lot of people want to be rich, but they don't want to do the work. They want to be famous, but you don't want to do what you got to do to be famous. I'm
Right.
talking about keeping your morality intact, doing, you know what I mean? Doing the stuff your mama told you, keeping all that intact. Why you trying to get to this space that you're trying to get to? That's difficult. A lot of people fall short, bro. A lot of people compromise their integrity to get 4 or 5 steps ahead. I'm not doing none of that. That's why I have not been given a huge bag of money by a corporation to work with my artists. It's because my morality is intact. So if I got to take the stairs, that's what we gonna do, and that's what we've been doing. And I'm cool with it. I don't have an issue with it. But I'm moving at my speed, and I'm set up to where when it do pop, I got all financial freedom to do what I want to do now. Finance all these ideas I got.
Yes,
So
sir.
I'm in a good space.
So, do you plan to like build a rec center in the neighborhood? Because we don't own anything, you know. Half the houses ain't owned by our people no more. You know, nobody really got an apartment over there. You know, like we need somewhere where we could call a headquarters, or that's a place of business, a t-shirt shop, a this. You know, I don't. You don't got to stand around and be there every day, but somewhere where we could say, man, I gave back and I did something.
Yeah, I think that with my thinking, I would probably do something bigger than a t-shirt shop if I reach that space. You know, knowing me, I would probably purchase as much as I can purchase, whatever is available at the time. God bless me with the bag. So, yeah, that's definitely something that I'll be willing to do if given opportunity. But got to keep working, man. Got to keep working. I ain't quite there yet.
Yes, sir. You go get there, man. That's why we speaking it into existence right now. We manifesting. We cooking it up. We throwing it out to the universe, and the people gonna choose us. You know, somebody told me, you know, it ain't about what you say about yourself. It actually is about what people think about you. Because when you die, everybody whispering. Everybody gonna want to go on that stage and say, "You
When
hear
you
me?"
die, everybody whispering.
Everybody whispering, man. Hey, you know what I'm saying? They go, man, look,
Hey,
he was
who
out here
told you
moving a
that,
little.
bro?
You hear me?
Who told you that?
Man, an OG hit me with that one. He said, man, I
That's
seen it.
funny.
He said, I seen it. He said, I seen it from my old eyes. He said, niggas think it's all about what they think, but when you're gone,
Man,
what
when
they
you
gonna say
die,
about you when you
everybody
die?
whispering. That's funny.
Yes, sir. Each one teach one, man. So what do you think about unification? You know, ending beefs. You know, we got beefs with people in hoods, and I'll be like, man, where did this even start? Like, who started this kind of stuff? Like, why did this happen? And it'd be like 30, 40 year old problems that we don't even know, but we don't like y'all, and y'all don't, and then our kids don't like you, and they kids don't like. How do we end this cycle of genocide between black men where we segregating each other out each other neighborhoods like it's slavery, or like, you know, the KKK? We our own worst enemy. What's going on with the self hate of black men? I hate them niggas. I'm the op killer. Roll him up in the pack. What is this self hate? Because you got to hate yourself to hate anybody else if you ain't got love in your heart.
Yeah, that's you took a left on me, my boy. And that's I really don't have much to say about that because it's like it's a double-headed sword. You know what I mean? Because it's already kind of too far past that part because it's been incidents where people then lost their lives on both
Yes, sir.
ends.
Yes, sir.
So how do you stop? You, first of all, you can't tell nobody else how to feel when they brother or they uncle or they daddy no longer there,
Yes, sir.
or you know his daddy gone and now he's 18 now.
Yes, sir.
He got his own feeling. He know what y'all saying, give and forgive and all that. He ain't trying to hear that shit, bro. When he get up on something, he's trying to score. So I don't think it's already too big to bottle back up, bro. In my opinion. So my thing is to lace mine up as much as I can, pray over him every day, and make me a big enough bag where I can get mine to a safe zone, bro.
Sir.
That's just basically what I'm on. And
Yeah. I wasn't
anything
trying
other
to
than
take a.
that is uncivilized at this point.
Yes, sir. I wasn't necessarily trying to take a left on you. It's just coming from the point of How do we stop it? How does it end? Or do we just let the war go on forever? You know, black men are killing each other nowadays. You know, we
Yeah, it's
think,
crazy.
you know, and
Yeah, it is. It is crazy, bro. But the thing is like this stuff been going on before we was born,
yes, sir.
right? And I'm in my late 30s, and you too.
Yeah,
It had been several people that didn't try to put a halt to this thing, bro. A lot of the grave now. I think it's too out of control. It's already too far gone. Then you got the new era, the social media game members.
oh
How,
man.
how you gonna stop them little niggas from posting AR-15s and rocket launchers and all that shit? But they in the crib. But they posting hot shit, talking crazy to people. How can you stop that when you can when you can start a Instagram page, don't have to put no profile picture, and a nigga can be on there just trolling you, talking crazy, showing you guns, threatening you, acting like a fag to you, or whatever they do on there, bro. How can you stop that? And you don't know who it is. This shit, it's too far gone. This social media era, bro, it's different. That's why I say find you something to do and stay out these folks' way, man. Stay out these folks. That's my best advice for you. Don't listen to me. You can go see for yourself.
And that's some news they really could use right there, brother. You know, the reason why I'm saying this is because I care, Dave, and it hurts. You know, it bothers me to see our young men go through that. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, it's hurtful to see. It's hurtful to see. But then reality set in. How to make sure me and mine still survive. I can't hear you. Can't hear you. I can't hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
There we go. My bad. I had to go get some water, man. I'm over here with the cotton mouth. But you know, it's serious that that black men like me and you, our age, and the youth, that we had these type of conversations, and people are able to see it and learn from it and get some rapport. Because if we don't do it, it'll never happen. And I see a lot of people connecting that I never thought I'd see connect, and it made it click in my mind. You know, it's gonna happen one day. You know, I might be the one to be able to voice it and put it out there, and maybe somebody could get out there and do it and make it happen. Because I'm seeing people convert and really realize that it's really genocide going on, and it was systematically put in on us, and everything that it stood for in the beginning, it doesn't stand for now. Now it's all about an op pack, and I just spent the block. It's no sense in it anymore, and I can't help people follow something or promote something that don't make sense. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So in the future, like I see you doing music with One Take Jay with your new artist. You know, Majae blowing up with his little dance. And you know what I love about Majae? He's bringing that feeling that we had when we used to be partying, going to house parties, dancing,
Yeah.
enjoying life, doing stuff. You know, not out here promoting. I don't see him promoting no, no negativity. And
Right.
I love that for him. I think that's what's gonna be his niche in this game. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yes, sir. So let the people know anything new you got going on, and we could, get ready to wrap it up.
We do have a few things in the making right now. I don't want to speak too much about it, but we got some new music that's gonna be dropping, getting everything together now. Couple videos, um, some comedy content, just a few different things, few different people we working with. So just look for the new year. Just look for us to be dropping some shit. We got
Yes,
some shit
sir.
coming, man. I'm excited about it.
Yes, sir, man. I'm excited for you, man. You gotta let me know off camera, man. Let me go on and help you manifest that to the world. I love to see it, man. You know, it's inspiring, man, to see you do what you do.
Appreciate it.
I just thought
Appreciate it.
about a couple questions I wanted to ask. I'm gonna get them out. So I seen you and Lando moving together. And I was like, look at the homies. And I'm like, there it go again. It looked like it's about to happen. They doing big things and Lando's growing. Can you tell me a little bit about that situation and what y'all were doing at the time, or if y'all still working?
Actually, we were just really just cooling out. You know what I mean? I was doing my thing. He was doing his thing. I always offer my advice, but I wasn't managing him or he wasn't working for me or anything. He was always doing his own thing. And it was cool. But like I said, people have their own paths that they choose to work with. So, I just respected that. And, it's all good. I wish him well. Hopefully everything is going well. And my number's still the same whenever people need my help. If you was ever a real partner to me, I'm quite sure I'll take your phone call and we can discuss moving forward. You know what I mean? But for the most part though, bro, sharp little cat. He can get it done. I believe he gonna get it done.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So this is the News You Can Use podcast, man. I'm here with an extraordinaire, entrepreneur, go-getter management. And y'all tune in to what he doing. Y'all keep watching. He already on his way. He already on his path. And we up out of here, man. Y'all tune in. Y'all like and subscribe until you see us again. You know what I'm saying? All right, Dave.
All right, my boy.
Yes, sir.